Greetings to my champs all around the world. It's your boy, Champ Jones, coming at you with another discussion on The Champ Speaks. And today, man, I just wanted to build on the power of self-reflection. I'm not the one to say I got books, articles, or starter kits for you to practice this, but I will say when you can find your own niche or your own filler, if you will, and what self-reflection means to you, I highly encourage that you take full intention in using those tools that you develop. What I've come to understand is, over time, especially speaking for myself, those are some of the hardest conversations we have with anybody. It's the ones with ourselves. It's the one in that realm of, I have to revisit the things I'm trying to escape. I have to revisit the wounds I'm trying to cover. When you practice self-reflection and you're kind to yourself, and you're honest with yourself, and you're intentional with yourself, it's almost like digging in the ground and stumbling across gold or diamonds, right? Because when you're digging for something, you probably wouldn't anticipate of coming across something of real significant value. Or even in that case, when you're digging, you're looking for something valuable. That's all in the reflection piece. And what I've come to understand is, breathing, seeing, and feeling has been amplified ever since I've been practicing self-reflection. Champ, what you mean by that? What I mean is, at one point, I was stuck in this, we are perfect. And we are, but you know what I'm trying to say, like, I can make no mistakes. And I would keep perpetuating these recycled emotions of just toxicity, and you could feel it, like you could feel the inflammation in your body, all of that. And I used to always wonder, like, what was that coming from? I overstood that my expectations, my standards, my way of life is not conducive to reality, and that's the reason why I was getting unrealistic results. That's why I was getting unrealistic thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And when I took a step back and dug, started digging, I realized, bruh, you got some shit with you too, bruh. You not, no, you're not. That's it, you're not. So we gotta go back to the bottom and start to come right back up from the top. Energetically, mentally, physically, all of that. So I had to go through a process, a real shattering, breaking myself process. And through that process, I developed a new version of myself that I knew I was going to touch eventually. I'm not all the way there, but I would not say I wouldn't have the successes I had in my personal journey had it not been for the power of self-reflection. What self-reflection looks like to me is not only a conversation with myself, but an honest, the one that I'm not trying to justify my actions or justify my, thinking. This is one that's contrary to that. It's more of a, what were you thinking? Why were you doing that? And what I've come to understand is, that's what we need. Sometimes we have to be our own parent. Sometimes we have to be our own guardian in so many ways. And being self-reflective in so many ways is the disciplinary action. It can be used for positive reinforcement too. It have been plenty of times I done reflected like, yo man, that was good. Let's continue to build on that. Let's continue to make ourselves proud and make ourselves happy by doing those things. And it have been times I was like, man, what the fuck was I? Why would you do that, bro? You know what I'm saying? So the power in self-reflection is not only revisiting shortcomings, but it's trying to piece together the shortcoming that's attached to the future. That's attached to the person that you want to become. That's attached to the results that you want to see. And sometimes in order for us to get a clear picture, we have to go back and reflect. Why did I have a shortcoming? Sometimes even in breakups with friendships, relationships, work, you have to understand there's an equal amount of give and take that we participated in. And until you have a quality self-reflective day or time session with yourself, it'll be hard for you to really fish out the garbage out the net and keep the good fish, man. You're gonna sit up there and think it's always the world. It's always somebody else. It's her, bruh. This woman, man, she be bugging out, man. Man, my job, they don't care about dudes in there, man. They just work us to death. And then you gotta sit back and be like, man, At least you was able to have a relationship with a woman. It didn't go the way you wanted to, but you had an experience that, if you look on the bright side of, you had an experience a lot of people died never having before. Your job may be tiring, bro. You got a job. You can take those checks in so many ways and invest in yourself till you don't have to work anymore. There's people doing the most what they can to try to get the job that you complaining about, bruh. Shut your ass up and let's look at it for what it is. You're upset and you're disappointed with yourself. This has got nothing to do with the circumstances at hand all the time, B. I'm gonna need you to be 100 with yourself. Reflect on that. You've been given opportunities that didn't knock at your door. They rung your doorbell. You was waiting for something to be knocking. There's always opportunities around us, but we're looking for a certain thing that goes with our reality. And sometimes our reality can be unrealistic. So my whole thing is practice, intensify, amplify, strong, like go hard when it comes to that self-reflection piece, man. And keep in mind, it's for the betterment of yourself. It's not to tear yourself down. It's not to harm your way of how you look at yourself, man. Nah, brother, sister, this is a process of shining a diamond. You know what I mean? This is a process of cleaning a car. This is a process of vacuuming the house, getting, you know what I'm saying, cleaning out the closets. We're not just doing surface cleaning. We got to get in the insides, get underneath the seats. This is what self-reflection is, and I can't help but to be one of the ones that I will advocate for the power of self-reflection. If you can, I know me personally, I journal every day. I journal in the morning, every day. I journal during the day, every day. And most times, even at nighttime, planning for the next day. Now, there's a difference between planning my day and journaling. Planning my day is one thing, but journaling in the intention of self-reflection, I do that every day. Not only because it's a great habit to establish, but I've literally learned that in each of those writings, I can find something to aim for each day, a goal to make myself proud, to eliminate distractions, to eliminate toxic situations that may not be conducive to my lifestyle or to how I want to live. And in order for me to be able to recognize those needles in the haystack and point out what I want and don't need, I gotta self-reflect. You gotta self-reflect, man. So from my mouth to your ears, aside from everything else that we're gonna eventually talk about and build with as we keep this going, one of the key things I want you, well, two things. One, always creative expression. Always find a way to express yourself using your creativity. Nobody can take that away from you. Now, number two, the power of self-reflection. We have to use these tools if we want to be in a position where we can be at peace with nothing. No money, no friends, no nothing. Those two things so far are things that's going to keep us elevating. And we got so many more to build on, but we're going to leave it at those two, man. The power of self-reflection and creative expression. From my mouth to your ears, breathe, be in the moment, and be yourself. Breathe. Be in the moment and be yourself. You are loved, you are valued, you are important, you are necessary, and you are needed. You already know how we gonna kick it out with the mantra, man. Stay positive, stay motivated, stay real. One.